Hey guys, it's your boy, we back with more White content, and today we are doing a comparison between Jean Grey Tier 4 versus Dr. Octopus Tier 4 versus Black Bolt for No Restriction Alliance Battle Extreme ABX. Maybe I'll do a ABL comparison as well, something like this. This is, all of these characters cancel, so they don't actually need a particular striker. So I just thought it's gonna be that. So all of these characters have the max build, so it's not about the score. It's just about how much difference you're gonna see. The only difference is Jean has a mighty rage. Black Bolt has a mighty rage, but this guy right here has a brilliant rage. So that's the only difference that we have. And honestly, you will be surprised to see the difference that we have. Artifact, we have the 4-star, the 5-star, and the 6-star for Jean Grey respectively. That's how it actually goes. So this is just a fun comparison. Have fun with this with the runs that I have recorded for you guys. They were all just the first runs. I did not even try to rerun it, because it was so fun to play Jean Grey after so long. I've literally have played Black Bolt after so long, and finally got to play Dr. Octopus just to see if he is like Shadow Shell, who actually sucks basically in ABX but is meta in ABL. So that also clarifies that. So honestly, Jean run was the worst run of all. I think I made a big mistake running Jean, and maybe I can definitely improve my Jean Grey gameplay from this run that I'm showing you right now. But it's just for fun, so enjoy it. Don't criticize the run for Jean Grey, okay? Black Bolt was insane. Okay, I still remember to play Black Bolt perfectly, but not Jean Grey. I never can actually get the hold of Jean Grey. But honestly, I had a blast. I would be totally honest with you guys. I literally had a blast playing all of these three characters. Not just because of the comparison in the video. It was just that okay, I get to try the new tier 4, the brand new tier 4 Dr. Ock versus one of the best characters in the game for PvE content, and specifically PvE and PvP. Jean Grey just basically literally wrecks through every single content in the game as well. So it was fun. I totally enjoyed it, and I think I'm not sure how many tier 4 you guys have, but I don't have Black Bolt tier 4 on my main account. I do actually did myself did Jean Grey tier 4 just for fun, because there was literally nothing else to do at that time, and I thought that Jean Grey would be the best option to go with, and I'm loving it. Definitely, she is one of my favorite characters now, one of my best for GBR as well. She is incredibly strong for GBR, and I'm super happy that I actually did a tier 4 her. She's super strong. And she actually carries my account basically in Ultron as well. On that mutant stage, she was able to do those stage with the blast uniform. So I had a blast, and she was totally amazingly fun to play. And I have been actually enjoying ever since I have gotten her to tier 4. And well, it's awesome. On top of that, like Dr. Octopus and all of these characters coming along with this thing, I think this update has been awesome. I might upload like a closure sort of video on this update, because there are some good things, actually a lot of good things with this update. And being, it could just be Dr. Octopus tier 4 being insanely OP in ABL, insanely OP in, you will see in ABX as well, great in World Boss Legend as well. Red Goblin finally getting the tier 3, Green Goblin being the meta now for the ABX as well, and Craven, for those who don't have Black Cat, came as a blessing as the best support now for Green Goblin in that Speed Villain Day as well. So I do think that this update has been a total blast, and honestly, I would love to see more updates like this in the future as well. Like it's nice to see updates where players really get to see the value of the characters. Literally, there's not a single player, at least I've seen, that would say this update is bad, because Craven gives you the buff, he gives you the meta support. You have Red Goblin, which is insane even if you don't use anyone else, even with the lackluster build. And on top of that, then we have Dr. Octopus. For those who don't have Namor, because he's the paywall tier 4, Dr. Octopus removes Namor from the combat villain ABX, as well as the combat villain ABL, as well as Moon Knight from the combat human male. But you still need Moon Knight for the combat hero, so make sure to have your build on the Moon Knight if you have him tier 4. So that's the thing, and I think Dr. Octopus gives you insane, humongous value in terms of that. So honestly, this update has been honestly a 9 out of 10 for me at this point, because there are a lot of good things. Okay, then we have the world event autoplay change. It doesn't get, so maybe I'll talk about all of that in like a specific video. Maybe we'll have a short 5 to 6 minute video about that update. So I just hope that Netmarble keeps doing updates like this, and it's amazing to see Black Bolt work his way, and because he's just too OP for basically all the PvE content that we have in the game. And Cable, like, seriously, being the striker, Cable still has not gone out of the meta. That is like the best thing so far. So I was just wondering, like, if Cable gets a tier 3, tier 4, I'm not sure when Deadpool 3 is coming. I think it's next year or something. I forgot. But whenever Cable gets a tier 4, it's even gonna be blast. So I'm looking forward to something like that. But I think Cable should remain as a tier 3 for now. Maybe if we have a mutant update where we get, say, Strife tier 3, which I would love to have a rework, because I want to see the comeback of Strife in the PvE game, PvP and PvE game mode. He used to be the blast villain ABX meta back in the days, not by much, but he was insanely OP in the PvP department. He was the top PvP at that point. He was all over Time and Battle and basically every single PvP game mode. And ever since, like, it's been a long time, he is in need of definitely a rework. So I would definitely appreciate the devs if they can do something with the Strife. It's not that I'm just gonna like build the hell out of Strife on day one, but Strife has always been one of my favorite characters all along in this game. So like it's always nice to see some OG characters, some nice some characters getting the love they deserve. So anyways, let's move. So we are freaking at 14 million already. Black Bolt is OP. It's a freaking mighty Rage. So that still work. Even Rage can go easy like 13, 13.5 I've seen. I think normal Rage can also get around close to 14 actually. So that's no surprise. It's Black Bolt plus Cable coming in clutch with that freaking all defense down. And like, I have to give props to devs. Like, it's been a long time since we actually got Black Bolt now in the game, but I have to give the props. Freaking 15.7 million. It could have been 16 million, man. I could probably get more than 16 million. Now the awaited Dr. Octopus tier 4. Okay, so now this is exactly the rotation that I showed you in the ABL video. There's no change at all. The only change that you might see is actually the second skill. I will probably do another video about this. The second skill, I would say, is bugged at the moment, in my opinion, and it actually is bugged, unless it does give you the same percentage. But I'll talk about that in a later video as well, about the Dr. Octopus bug. If you want to take advantage of that, that can help you humongously, literally, in your ABX or EBL score. So I will cover that up. He does have that. So he's strong. He's strong. You can see it's a brilliant Rage. I totally understand that it's a max build, but with the end score, he is the ABX meta as well. He replaces Namor as well as Moon Knight for the ABL department. He replaces Namor for the combat villain ABX. He replaces Namor now for the combat villain ABL. And well, he's, I think, overall amazing. He's overall amazing. So it actually has not been a long time. Like, Dr. Octopus, I was using myself before Namor. I was using Dr. Octopus. Then we got Namor. Although still, Namor was not a bad option. It has been quite some time ever since we got Namor with the Black Panther Wakanda Forever update. So it's been like November and what? Not the whole November. I would say November, December, January, February, March. So yeah, it has been like a good 5 months around that. So absolutely, I'm looking forward to more updates like this. And honestly, Dr. Octopus has been insane, and I think, if they can keep doing some sort of reworks like this, which can actually make the characters shine more than they already are doing, or maybe just some of the old metas that were in the game, I think I would definitely appreciate that if we can do that, because it just makes the game more fun, and you actually get to play with more characters. And as you basically progress in the game, like it's always important to have fun as well. So it's great even if you're not getting like tier 4 materials. I know it can be hard, but it's just a part of the grind. It's a grinding game, you have to do that. But freaking 13 million already with this guy we have on the board. 13.5, we are at we actually are at the last rower at the moment, so we still have a long way to go. Now I know it's a BR and everything, so don't go touch that part, by the way. Don't go there. So anyways, still he will easily score 12 million for that, okay, for that team up. Now I know this is not the combat villain team up, so I'll probably do a video about the combat villain, and I'll let's see how it actually goes. So anyways, 15.6 million, he is right there. But again, the fact is that he needed a brilliant rage to compare to Black Bolt. Black Bolt just too OP. But Jean Grey, I think I definitely made some mistakes, so it's just a fun run. Just enjoy that. Black Bolt, still, I think one of the easiest characters to play in the game, and easiest characters to master, to score, and do whatever. Insane World Boss Legend and everything. With a Mighty Rage, he freaking hits 15.7. He could probably hit like 16 million with a Mighty Rage, and this guy needed a Brilliant to match that. So still, it was just for fun. But honestly, Doc Ock is definitely a worthy choice if you are looking for a tier 4 if you don't have Namor. I have Namor myself on my account, so I might hold on to that. But he now replaces a bunch of the metas, and he is in the meta. Totally worth it in my opinion. You can definitely invest him. You will not be disappointed. He's also amazing in World Boss Legend. He's really good in World Boss Legend as well. So but yeah, you're gonna need a rage. You will need a rage or a mighty rage. So that's how it's gonna go. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about Namor being replaced by Dr. Octopus. MK also being replaced by Dr. Octopus. Still, we need Moon Knight for combat hero, but that's another story. Doc Ock is insane. Basically, that's the thing. And as always, if you do enjoy the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one. I'll probably do a combat villain comparison very soon as well with Namor or something. So, thanks for watching. Take care, guys. See ya.